Okay, so let's take a look at how we can use the law of sines for area of a triangle. Now, normally, area of a triangle is just 1/2 base times height. And as long as you knew the height, or if it was a right triangle, you could probably find the height. So you could just use this formula anytime you wanted. But in some cases, you can't find the height, or you don't have the height. And so in a regular triangle like this, we wouldn't be able to get the area unless we used what we know about the law of sines. So if we wanted the height for this area, and we constructed an altitude, creating a right triangle, and we labeled this the height, then this height here would be replaced with this height in the formula. Again, we don't have those answers or that value. It wasn't given to us, but using what we know about the law of sines, we can help ourselves get that value. So we do know that if we took the sine of C, it would be h over a, opposite over hypotenuse in that right triangle, right? So it would be h over c, or a. Okay? So, and then if we were to solve for h, just by multiplying both sides by a, we now see that a sine c is equal to h. And we can substitute that into the old area formula. So now, area is equal to 1/2 b times a sine c. And so we can use this formula in order to work that out. Now, what do we need to know this for this formula? Well, obviously, we're going to have the angle C, and we're also going to have this side and this side. So what we're really talking about here is this included angle between the two sides that you have. So in order for this to work, you do have to have this setup where you have the included angle between the two sides that you know. And what I actually refer to this as is you try to make a mouse. If you're looking down, the angle that you have would be the nose, and the two sides that you have would account for the ears. Unless you don't have this mouse setup, then you can't use this formula. You'd have to use some other forms, either law of sines or lower cosines, to get these three pieces of information, and then you could go ahead and use the formula and get the area. Let's go ahead and take an example. Now that we have the formula, we'll use it. Let's just take any triangle right here. Let's do, I don't know, 10, 15, and 30. Let's do that. 20 maybe. Let's do 20. I don't want the numbers too big here. And let's say we have, let's call this 60 degrees. So what we want to do is find the area. So what we're going to do is, it really doesn't matter what letter you have. You're just going to do the angle. So 1/2 AB. Now AB in the formula would be the two sides on either side of the angle. You wouldn't pick 10. It's not on either side of the angle. And it doesn't matter which ones you use. So you can do 20 times 15. It doesn't matter where you put that. and it's always sine the angle in between them. So don't really worry too much about what A, B, and C is. Notice I didn't label anything here. I just took the two sides on either side of the angle and multiplied them and take the sine of the angle that is between them. And you can put that whole thing in the calculator. I'm going to do a little work here. I'm going to make this 10, and 10 times 15 is 150, sine 60, and that will be the area of the triangle once you plug that into the calculator. So just turn your calculator on, do 150. Oh, this calculator is a little bit messed up. Let me show you this. Actually, you got to do the 60 first, then hit sine, and then multiply that times the 150. And you get 129. So this would be the area equals 129.9 units squared. And that's really all there is to it, to use the law of sines for a new area formula. So, and that'll help you anytime you need to get an area of a triangle where you do not have the height. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below. And thanks for watching.